Okay, so the solar energy, it's really the future of energy powering. Uh, we have to say like the sun is producing in 1 hour the energy that we use in one day worldwide. So it's really powerful and we can really use it for the future. So how it's work? Basically here you have a drawing which say that the sun is sending energy in form of protons for one within physics, which is just a powerful atom, and it's taken by the solar panels. Uh, here it's a house. So if it's not a house, you can just drop this part here. So when it's a house, the energy is taken, going through an inverter, used for the house, and can be sent away to be used by other people. But actually, people don't really do that. They keep their energy for themselves and use it as much as they can. If it's really a big factory of energy, it's really all concentrated and sent to a city, for example. So there's a lot of different solutions, and many of them are really known, and some of them not. So here we have the solar power tower, which is not photovoltaic panels, but just a lot of mirror, as you can see here. There's just a tower in the center and mirror all the way around, which form a big circle. And the mirror are reflecting the sun to the top of the tower, which is here. You have the panel, so the sun is shining there, sending the sun rays to there. And there's salt, melted salt solution, which go down there and into this box. And with the current that is created, it's turning a turbine, which doing electricity. So it's kind of the same idea as hydroelectric energy, but it's powered by the sun. So it's as expensive as a nuclear central, and it can work a lot of time. I mean, longer. The problem with that is that the sun is not shining on the night, so it's producing energy only during the day. So there is also solar fields. You see that here is an ancient um, mine, like they were uh, was extracting rocks, so they fill it with water and they put solar panel on it. That's a project, and so basically it's like the house that I showed you before. They're collecting the solar energy, the solar rays, concentrating it and sending it to a city or whatever. And again, it's as expensive as a nuclear central, and it can provide enough electricity for a lot of home. I mean, you can feed a big city with that. Um, so you can cover like in Spain, I think they do that a lot, like using deserts to put solar panels, and it can be used. It's really useful. There's also solar buildings like that, and I mean with all the surface of solar panels, you can easily feed the needs of energy of the building, and even you can feed like surround like the house. So it's really a thin layer of photovoltaic panels, and you can cover the window and you still see through. So it's pretty useful and discreet. Um, and the less explored is energy from the space. Like you're taking directly the sun rays, and you see that their panel and here the current which is passing there creating energy, so they're sending it directly to Earth. But it's really expensive and it's really not explored a lot. But what they use in space, maybe we're gonna see that in the film. They're using that to provide energy to the space capsule, which is up there, and they cannot have another source of energy. So that's the four main solutions that we have.
So here are some facts about solar energy. So the worldwide demand for solar energy is currently greater than supply. So that's reason because before people were not sure about it was working or not. And now that they see that many scientists prove that it's working well, many people want it, like in Spain, in Germany, a lot of people use it. Solar energy is measured in kilowatt hour, and about 30% of our total energy consumption is used to heat water. So interesting. So here we can send the graph. First country is Germany. After there's Spain and maybe you cannot see very well. But here are the 10 countries producing the most solar energy in the world. So actually, most of them are rich countries because it costs a lot to use this energy because the installation and everything. But after you gain money with the taxes, so it's good. Here is a video that explains a little bit more. So.
Sorry, turn on the speakers next to your right hand
Uh,
on the wall.
that's,
Yeah.
okay.
Power company. The local power company is part of what is called the grid. These power lines are part of the grid. The electricity from the grid enters the home through a meter. By adding a solar energy or PV system to a home, the home can generate its own electricity. First, sunlight must be captured and converted from light to electricity. That is what PV cells do. By grouping many cells into panels, enough power is generated to run a home or business. The electricity that is created by the solar panels is DC, or direct current electricity. DC electricity must be gathered together and changed or inverted into AC, or alternating current, which is the type of electricity found throughout a home. This is done with a piece of equipment called an inverter. The inverter is a very important part of the system. Oftentimes, batteries are attached to the inverter to store excess power for use when there is no sun. The inverter provides the electricity necessary to run the home. If there is excess power generated by the PV system, the inverter can push the extra power out onto the grid. Normally, the wheel on a meter turns one way as the power from the grid enters the home. But with a PV system installed, it's possible to turn the meter backwards. This means that instead of a home buying power from the grid, the home is selling power to the grid, and this is usually done in the form of credits. With the right PV system on a home or business, the expense for electricity, which could be many thousands of dollars a year, could be reduced to nearly zero. Solar energy systems are good for the environment, and they can save a lot of money on energy in the long run.
So here are the advantages of solar energy. So solar energy is a company renewable energy source. Solar energy creates absolutely no pollution, so it's good because that's what we search for the future. There's already too much pollution in the world, so it's good to have some energy like that. Very little maintenance is required to keep solar cells running, so if it just need a little bit of sun, it works. You don't need a really sunny day, just minimum sun. And solar powered panels and products are extremely easy to install, so you just need a few hours to put them on your house, and people can do it very fast. Disadvantages: solar cells and solar panels that are needed to harness solar energy tend to be very expensive. So they're expensive when you buy them, but with the time you gain more money than you lose because the taxes are reduced because you use more energy from this and not the electricity from your house. So you pay less taxes. And solar power cannot be harnessed during a storm on a cloudy day or at night. It's true, but during the day it can keep enough energy to also control the house during the night, so we don't need that work during the night.
So the works, is here. And the main, as we have seen, like the UN Millennium Project, the first goal is feeding energy, renewable energy, to not how to say that? Like to keep the Earth as we have it now, and we really think that solar energy is
Or
a
making
good
it
goal.
even